A peaceful life, but when you live in blood, blood come and look again for you. Sorry for my bad English. Thank you.
Eho Splendidos, thank you for joining me for Euro Splendor in Athens, Greece for Comicdom Con Athens. The smell of these orange trees in bloom in April was really something hypnotizing. And this was also a bit hypnotic. Greece has been in the news recent years for their economic crisis, the austerity measures and the reforms which followed, and they were all effects of the worldwide Great Recession of 2009. The Hellenic American Union building was packed with fans for the 14th edition of one of the country's premier comic art events. As always, admission is free. There are plenty of merchandise vendors, new and old comics you can snag from Greek artists and international works translated into Greek. The crisis was a common topic with a lot of the artists that I spoke with, but as you're going to see, the indomitable Greek spirit was always present. Among the many activities being hosted this year were an exhibition about the history of Archie comics and a friendly, lighthearted competition between Greek's top illustrators making their interpretation of Amazing Fantasy number 15, the first appearance of Spider-Man. The gentleman here is Ilias Kyriagis. We'll catch up with him a bit later. He and all of the rest of the Greek artists were so friendly and accessible, so I'm gonna stop talking and get right to that.
Publishers. I've done some stuff with Arcana Studios, ARH Studios, and a cover or two for IDW.
A couple of years ago, we worked on a comic that I wrote.
Yeah, it was based on the world I have created. It's my creator-owned work. Yeah. It's Dragon Phoenix Chronicles. It's a world with different heroes and different characters, and we chose a different artist for each character. So it was a pretty nice mashup
on the same pages,
characters and artists, and it was pretty good. It's something I did with another writer, Vasilia, and she's one of the organizers here. The Scarlet Sisters trilogy. It's actually a different take on how the Brides of Dracula were created and the relationship they had with him. The last couple of years we have more conventions coming to different cities of Greece. So I'm trying to be constant, with traveling all around the country to promote comics. Things are difficult, but nowadays when you're an artist, you can use a very powerful weapon, which is the internet. Being an artist is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. If you know how to promote your work globally. Mm-hmm. So I've been to New York and London, and they're beautiful cities, but I don't think I could live there. Yeah, things are
Mediterranean, it's a
Mediterranean, yeah.
It's the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Gordon Blacksmith. I am the comic artist of Metal Hammer magazine. I've been making this comic called Keep Us Super Pretty. The English title is Dino's Headbangerson. Once he opened a vinyl book, a vinyl of Iron Maiden, and there it was a demon trapped. A demon that once heard of heavy metal when he had to execute Janis Joplin in hell, and she told him that you have to listen to rock and roll music. It says Dino's with a cat, trying to beat Batman, who's always trying to do something stupid. I managed to make a guest appearance of Dave Ellefson in the comic because he gave me one of his songs, The Pull of Punches. I put him on my comics and he says, do you want me to place your comics on Jackson guitars? I said, of course. The situation of the economics is something that can allow you to do this as your first job, so you have to be hungry. Even though this is my 18th year of me doing this, I always did this incognito. So this is the second time I've been in Venice. It's very nice. And I think the best thing of all this is that you meet the people that used to read your comics, and they're the same people as you. And practically they're your friends. These are people that you can actually go for a beer with, talk about the same things, and they have a very positive energy that you can share. From the first day that I came here, artists came and greet me. I saw their work, and you can collaborate with other people. It's like a core that everybody comes in, expand your mind, expand your possibilities.
Hello, I'm George Saropoulos, Melis. Currently I'm working on 2 new titles. They're going to be out in September. So this one, The Island of Madness, and another one's going to be about Kung Fu. There's also an English version of that, and I'm hoping I can find an English publisher as well. It's called Gods in Crisis. It's already online in Amazon in English. This one is about the Greek crisis and how the gods try to blame the mortals.
Like the financial crisis.
Yes, that's right. It's a financial crisis in ancient Greece.
Yeah.
That's the idea. I'm currently working on my own video game, which is called Not Another Weekend, and it's going to be out in a couple of months. It's a point-and-click adventure that reminds you of the old school era of point-and-click. A bellboy that wants to throw everyone out from his hotel in order to fulfill his dark secret. But everyone from the hotel is a pop icon from the 80s.
So for self-publishers, this event had dedicated an entire second venue, the French Institute of Greece, which isn't surprising because French institutes around Europe are actually very active in promoting comic art.
My name is Nikos. I'm from Athens, Greece. That's the first time I participate in this event.
Ivory what?
Ivory Years. And it's a small collection from tales by Byzantine chroniclers from medieval Greece. I talked with some fans, I met some internet fans for the first time, made some friends. They were following me online, I told them I would be here, and they came, so we met for the first time.
Very nice.
Recycled paper, which is like has a real old-fashioned paper feel.
Ah, nice.
It's supposed I like this kind of vintage type of look. So.
Very cool.
My name is Vasilis Dimopoulos. From Greece, yeah.
From Athens?
From Athens, yeah. I am from Athens. I have been here in Comicdom at the self-publishing alley for 3 or 4 years now. That you get to be with other people that have the same passion as you, and that's great.
You do everything, the script,
the writing, the coloring, inking, penciling, everything. Yeah. Cool. And it's about Bargal. It's this yellow alien guy that writes stories about humans. He tries to sell his stories to an alien publisher. In black and white, there are
it's like the frame story.
3 short stories that, 3 of Bargal's stories.
Cool.